Dear students, welcome to our class on JRF SRF Net 2022 Part C, specialized subject Agriculture Meteorology, 11th lecture. In this lecture also we are trying to understand some of the basic bits which would appear in the statement 1 and statement 2, statement 1 assertion, statement 2 reason, and list 1 and list 2. List 1 is always given in capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D. List 2 is usually given in Roman letter 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the answers are given numerical numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and for each 1, 2, 3, 4 there are ABCD answers. In the ABCD answers, list 2 are there. In that what I am interested to impress upon you, small and fundamental bits like this are embedded in either assertion or reason in one part or other part. So that's why not to lose any marks. So these are the bits which are very fundamental. At the same time, these are embedded in the statement 1 or statement 2. And most importantly, these are the deciding bits that gives to the that finally decides the ranking number. So fundamental bits embedded in the statements. So that's why for its use I am reading one by one. Now the first bit is recording of rain gauge should be done at 8:30 hours IST. 8:30 hours IST. The self-recording rain gauge is also known as, see, I told several times, pluviograph or self-recording rain gauge, automatic rain gauge. These are the three words: automatic rain gauge, self-recording rain gauge, pluviograph. So these are the names for recording rain gauge. The next bit is the automatic weather stations are attached with dash rain gauge. The automatic weather stations are attached with tipping bucket rain gauge. Very small tip buckets are there of 1 millimeters, okay, capacity, 1 millimeter of rain equivalent capacity, and which they make sounds tip. Each tip is equal to 1 millimeter, like that. Once the water comes to the funnel, the tipping bucket gets filled up, and when it moves, it gets automatically emptied, making a sound. That's why it is known as tipping bucket rain gauge. Conversion factor for Kelvin to degrees Celsius is degrees Kelvin minus 273. Grass minimum thermometer is placed on the surface of the earth. The distance between the ground and 5 degrees centigrade mark on the thermometer scale is known as check distance. Dew gauge is coated with red oxide. In India, dew is measured during September to April. It is a mandatory standard operating procedure, September to April. Other times also it is measured, but it is mandatory September to April, particularly in high altitude areas. September to April, Ooty, Kodaikanal, of course Himalayan ranges and everything, okay, foothills of Himalayas where certain things, certain observatories are there. Now the portion of the wind vane and ordinary rain gauges are painted in black. The conversion scale for Celsius to Fahrenheit, C into 9 by 5 plus 32. C into 9 by 5 plus 32 is the conversion scale for Celsius to Fahrenheit. Minimum thermometer is placed in single Stevenson screen. This is a trickish question. There are two thermometers, single Stevenson screen, double Stevenson screens are there. See, in the single Stevenson screen, what are housed? The dry bulb and wet bulb thermometers are housed vertically. Minimum thermometer and maximum thermometers are housed horizontally. Okay, why minimum thermometer and maximum thermometer are arranged horizontal? I covered in the practical. Just for your academic interest, I repeat it. There is a dumbbell shaped indicator. Okay, that's why dumbbell shaped indicator should move horizontally. There is a constriction in the maximum thermometer, so that's why thermometer that mercury should not fall. That's why they are arranged horizontally. Dry bulb and wet bulb, they give dry bulb thermometer always give the current temperature. This bit also may come in the assertion and reasoning. That's why. Okay. Now the minimum thermometer is placed in single Stevenson screen. What are placed in the double Stevenson screen? Thermographs, hygrograph. Some places, and some places very rare. Barograph as well. Minimum temperature on a particular day occurs at around, in tropical areas, usually between 2 and 4 a.m. Monthly accumulation of dew is in general, okay, in under the southern Indian condition, a minimum of 3, a maximum of 7 millimeters of dew is conditions for the formation of dew. See, there are 3 conditions that are required. Number 1 condition is clear nights, high moisture, low wind velocity. Clear nights, high moisture, relative humidity, and minimum wind speed. So these are the conditions for the formation of a dew. The soil temperature readings are taken daily at 7 and 1400 hours, 700 and 1400 hours, 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. in tropical areas. Device used for micrometeorological studies is there are so many devices that are used for micrometer, the aspen micrometer, wind vane, high sensitive wind vane, thermo high growth sensors. So all these instruments are used to measure the microclimate. Now, hygrometer used to measure. It is a ticket question. Hygrometers in certain cases are used even for dew in addition to relative. This is a ticket question in the assertion and reasoning. Now, mass of water vapor per unit mass of moisture in a sample is known as a specific humidity. When it is mass specific, when it is volume, it is absolute. So right. So alcohol is used in minimum thermometer. Mercury is used in the maximum thermometer. Dry bulb thermometer, wet bulb thermometer. Only alcohol is used in the minimum thermometer. The sunshine recorders. The sunshine recorders use different cards. Every day we have to change. This bit will come. Every day it has to be changed. The sunshine recorders need change of dash. The sunshine recording sheets every day. This is the question, this is the answer. Now, long curved cords are used in summer, short curved cords are used in winter. Long curved cords are in the bottom slot, straight cords are used in the middle slot. Long curved cords are used on 12th April. They are used in summer, that's why 12th April to 31st August. Short curved cords are used from 13th October to end of February. Straight cords are used in 2 times from 1st March to 11th April, 1st September to 12th October. 2 times we use straight cords. Now, the sunshine cords are calibrated in which scale? Transparent sunshine scale. Transparent sunshine scale. We call it as a transparent sunshine scale. Solar radiation is expressed in any energy units, watts per meter square or Langley per minute, calories per centimeter square per minute. Right. To measure the PAR, line quantum sensors are used. This is the question. For measurement of PAR, the instrument used is line quantum sensors. Robinson's cup anemometer uses the it measures. Robinson's cup anemometer measures the wind speed. This is what hurricane speed is more than 118 kilometers per hour. The value of mean sea level pressure is 1013.25 millibars. 1013.25 millibars. Lysimeter observations have to be recorded at 7:30 hours in the morning. Cloud cover is a non-instrumental measurement. Cloud cover is done. The units are octa. They are non-instrumental. Only by observation we record it, whether it is 1 octa, 2 octa, 3 octa. If it is fully covered, in the circle we make block. Otherwise we make squares. 1 octa, 2 octa, 3 octa, 4 octa, like that. Now, the pilot balloon is filled with two gases. Number 1 is the hydrogen. Number 2 is the helium. Now, pilot balloon is also known as, this is a tricky question, pilot balloon, P-I-L-O-T, P-I is taken from pilot, balloon, B-A-L-L-O-O-N, So, it is called as the P-ball, pilot balloon is called as P-ball, P-I from pilot, balloon, B-A-L, P-I-B-A-L, balloon, these two. Now, radio sonde instrument temperatures ranges from radio sonde usually plus 40 to minus 90 degrees centigrade. Here, I would like to share with you a few more bits on Okay, instrumentation. So that's the bits that includes the instrumentation include the first bit in the remaining part of today's class is elevated CO2 will lead to reduction in nutrient use efficiency. Elevated CO2 in the crop field, okay, in an experimental, it results in nutrient use efficiency. It reduces nutrient use efficiency. More the carbon dioxide, less nutrient use efficiency. This is the thing. Greenhouse effect means in general, what is greenhouse effect? Sun rays are coming, atmosphere acts as a greenhouse. Whatever the radiant that is falling on the earth, it is converted to terrestrial radiation, or terrestrial bodies emit the long wave radiation. That radiation is sent back by hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons, methane, nitrous oxide, whatnot, methane and everything. So the greenhouse effect is primarily increase in temperature, it indicates. This bit will come in either directly or indirectly. Now, hail is a form of solid form of precipitation. Hail. What are the liquid forms of precipitation? Rain, drizzle, shower. Solid forms, snow, hail. Mixed forms, sleet and glaze. Okay, so hail is a form of a solid form of precipitation. The instrument used to measure altitude of various points is hypsometer. Altitude is measured by HYPSO, hypsometer. C4 plants are photosynthetically efficient. C4 plants. What are the C3 plants? You tell me. C3 plants are rice. C3 plant is wheat. C4 plants is jowar, maize, sugarcane. So these are the C4 plants. C4 plants are photosynthetic. They are very efficient. The radiation efficiency is very high for jowar, sugarcane, and maize. In these cases, in case of C3 plant, the efficiency is less. That means, even though the solar radiation, good quality solar radiation is available over the crop field, the performance of C3 plants is limited as compared to C4 plant under the same situation or same conditions. Okay, the El Nino occurs during El Nino usually occurs is pronounced during October, November, December, or November, December, January. Pronounced. Right, this is the thing. La Nina is associated with India. Okay, La Nina always indicates high rainfall over India and to some extent cold weather as well. High rainfall, cold weather is associated with La Nina. Exactly reverse. Low rainfall and forest fires. So very hot is El Nino here. El Nino is dangerous for India. La Nina events are good for India. Okay, the science of microclimate of a crop field is known as micrometeorology. The microclimate just above a crop and within the canopy is known as ecoclimate. Just the microclimate just above the crop. Okay, of course. There is ecosphere. Ecosphere just below the root zone, just above the crop. That's what is the definition. At the PG/PhD level, micrometeorology has been defined as the science concerned with detailed examination on the micro-scale basis of the physical and meteorological factors that are taking place within the ecosphere. So this bit is related to this one. What is ecoclimate? The microclimate just above the crop and just below the root zone of the crop or tree. So that is ecoclimate. Ecosphere is just below the root zone, just above the crop canopy or tree. So ecoclimate is the climate which is concerned to this particular region. So this is a tricky bit, please remember. To modify the microclimate, heat trapping is required in temperate climate. In temperate climate, we need that heat trapping. In humid climate, we wanted heat evasion. As far as temperature is concerned, as far as wind is concerned, wind breaks and shelter belts. As far as water is concerned, increasing the moisture holding capacity near the rhizosphere, that is the around the root zone. These are the basic techniques of microclimate modifications. So these bits will come. In temperate climate, what we want? Heat trapping. In humid climate, we wanted heat evasion. So these are the bits. I would like to, the last bit is the vapor pressure profile is higher during, vapor pressure profile is usually higher during the morning season. Why? Because number one, during the night time, okay, there is a respiration. Carbon dioxide is available also. Whatever the water vapor that is there, that is released into the lower layers of the atmosphere, both from the soil as well as from the crop, they are trapped in between the rows. That's what we call it as the interspace or intraspacing of the crop field with reference to plant geometry. So usually the vapor is more during the morning time. So these are the bits that I would like to share with you. We continue our classes from 12th onwards in the days to come. Thanking you very much for your very patient hearing.